Ladies and gentlemen, buckle up. The circus has rolled into town, and the main act, none other than 50 Cent, the sultan of savage clapbacks, the maestro of petty theatrics, the man who can turn a casual glare into headline news. But this wasn't your usual Instagram side-eye. No, this was raw, unfiltered chaos, flesh and blood-spilling drama, captured from 10 shaky iPhone angles. Picture it. Easy, once loyal to Remy Ma, standing center stage. Not spitting bars, not dropping tracks. No, he dropped her. That's right. He dumped Remy Ma in front of a shocked crowd, a humiliation so public it left jaws on the floor. And before hashtags could even catch fire, 50 Cent stormed in like a walking grenade. Why would Easy pull a stunt this reckless? Why would 50 erupt in front of thousands? And most crucially, what does this scandal reveal about loyalty, betrayal, and the shaky thrones of hip-hop's power couples? Stick around. This isn't just drama. This is full-blown scorched earth chaos. And yes, we have every receipt. Scandals don't just magically appear. They simmer, they fester, and when the moment is ripe, they detonate. That's exactly what went down when Easy the Block Captain went full kamikaze, publicly dumping Remy Ma. Not in private DMs, not behind closed doors, not even vaguely, subliminal. Jab, forget it. He chose the arena where shame thrives best. Live audience, stage lights glaring, cameras capturing every smirk, every gasp, every cringe. Now let's rewind, because to grasp why this shook hip-hop to its core, you have to peek at the messy backstory. Easy wasn't some random nobody. He was Remy Ma's protege, her chosen one. The rookie she co-signed, defended, and practically carried through the battle rap trenches when doubters questioned his worth. Think about it. Remy Ma, a battle-hardened legend, stepping into the flames for a younger artist. That's loyalty. Or depending who you ask, sheer foolishness. Rumors had been swirling long before this night. Whispers painted a picture too. Juicy to ignore. Remy's relationship with Easy wasn't just professional. People hinted it was personal, dangerously personal. Some said inseparable. Others swore she was gambling her marriage to papoose for him. Did she ever admit it? Of course not. But in Gossipland, denial isn't protection. It's rocket fuel. Every time Remy vouched for Easy, every time she elevated his name, the whispers intensified. So when Easy stood in front of everyone and dumped her like a Netflix villain with zero redemption, it wasn't just betrayal. It was a public demolition of her credibility. The crowd didn't just witness a man rejecting a woman. They watched a protege sever a mentor, a student humiliate a teacher, a lover embarrass a partner. That's not mere drama. That's a reputational apocalypse. And then entered the wild. Card 50 Cent. Here's the thing about him. You never really know his role in a scandal. Sometimes he's the puppet master, pulling strings behind the curtain. Sometimes he's the sideline commentator, trolling for sport. And sometimes, like this night, he's the human nuclear device. Witnesses insist he didn't just react. He detonated the second Easy's words hit. You could see 50's face morph. That trademark smirk? Gone. Replaced by a fury so raw even security broke a sweat. Insiders say the tension snapped like a live wire. One fan claimed it was like watching a bomb tick in slow motion. Easy spoke. The crowd gasped. Then, boom, Kors sprang up and stormed the stage. Another witness swore Remy Ma froze mid-step, caught between disbelief and dread, realizing the narrative she controlled was slipping fast. And that's when humiliation became historic. Let's be real. Remy has weathered prison, public feuds, industry politics. But this wasn't an outside attack. This was betrayal from someone she molded herself. Easy's public dumping wasn't just a breakup. It was a declaration. I don't need you. In hip-hop, that isn't just disrespect. It's a scar etched in full view. And of course, the internet exploded immediately. Within minutes, clips were everywhere, captioned like, Easy ends Remy Ma live and 50 Cent about to end 2 careers at once. Memes swarmed Twitter. TikTok erupted with reaction edits. Instagram overflowed with shaky backstage leaks showing security desperately trying to restrain 50. Real footage or slick edits, didn't matter. Perception is everything, and the message was crystal clear. Easy had publicly humiliated Remy, and 50 Cent wasn't letting that slide. But here's the million-dollar question. Why would Easy sabotage himself like this? Why torch your own career? In full view? Fake insiders had hot takes. Some said he was tired of living in Remy Ma's shadow. Others argued he wanted to assert independence in the cruelest way possible. And the juiciest rumor? Easy had uncovered something about Remy, something scandalous, and this was his cryptic warning. Leaked texts started surfacing on shady blogs. Screenshots allegedly showed Easy telling a friend, "I can't be tied to her anymore. She's bad for me. Watch what I do next." Authentic? Probably not. But in celebrity gossip, fake receipts travel faster than truth. Each new leak only poured gasoline on the fire. And through it all, Remy Ma stood center stage, humiliated, betrayed, and visibly shaken. Shaken. Witnesses swore her expression spoke volumes. One moment stunned, the next incandescent with fury. But feelings aside, the damage was permanent. You can't undo a public dumping. You can't erase the footage. And you certainly can't stop 50 Cent from turning it into a worldwide spectacle, because the second he erupted, the story changed. It wasn't just Easy humiliating Remy Ma anymore. It was 50 diving headfirst into chaos, elevating it to a whole new level. Eyewitnesses claimed he yelled at Easy, pointed fingers, threatened consequences. Some even said he shoved security aside to get closer. Others insisted he only screamed, his words swallowed by the pandemonium. Whatever truly happened, the internet immortalized it. 50 Cent had lost it, and Easy was squarely in his crosshairs. And here's where it gets even spicier. When 50 Cent enters a scandal, it's never just a moment. It's about control, power, and dominance. Fans immediately erupted into debate. Was he defending Remy Ma? Upholding hip-hop's sacred code of loyalty? Or just exploiting chaos to remind everyone he's the ultimate chaos conductor? One thing's certain, the energy in that room was radioactive. People weren't merely witnessing a feud. They were watching careers crumble, alliances fracture, and a legend reclaim his throne, in the most savage way possible. So what really went down backstage after 50 Cent blew up at Easy? That's the million-dollar question. Depending on which leaked source you trust, accounts range from heated words to outright physical brawls. One insider spilled to a gossip blog, 50 Cent had to be restrained by 3 security guards. He was ready to throw hands. I haven't seen him that furious since the jar roll days. Another supposed witness claimed Remy Ma herself tried to intervene, yelling at both men, begging them to stop before everything spiraled completely out of control. Then came the juiciest version, an alleged voice memo leak where a man suspiciously sounding like 50 screamed, "You don't disrespect her in front of me, I'll bury your career myself." Real? Probably not. Believed by fans? Absolutely. Social media was already ablaze, but the backstage leaks poured gasoline on the inferno. Twitter threads stretched. For miles, fans analyzing grainy screenshots and blurry clips frame by frame like it was the Zapruder film. Look, that's 50 grabbing Easy's hoodie. Pause at 0:14. Remy's crying. That's definitely Papoose walking in. Wait, why is he smiling? Yes. Suddenly the rumor was Papoose was there too. No clear footage proved it, but the gossip alone sent the internet into meltdown. If true, it meant Remy Ma's husband had watched her public humiliation, then witnessed 50 Cent confronting Easy on her behalf. Talk about viral chaos. Blogs went berserk. Headlines screamed, "Brawl breaks out backstage after Easy dumps Remy Ma." Was Papoose involved? Leaked audio. 50 threatens Easy's career. Remy Ma caught an explosive feud between 50 Cent and Easy. The story spun faster than anyone could control. Meanwhile, fans weren't just watching. They were weaponizing it. Memes erupted everywhere. One viral post showed Remy stunned with the caption, "When your side project side-eyes you on stage." Another had Easy photoshopped into a garbage can labeled "career." And of course, the 50 Cent memes flooded in. Laughing, yelling, throwing chairs, all tagged 50 when loyalty gets tested. But the best memes weren't just funny. They became part of the story itself. Every exaggerated shot, every sarcastic caption layered more fuel onto the scandal. Suddenly, the internet wasn't just reacting. It was rewriting history in real time. Then things got even wilder. One shady exclusive claimed Remy Ma had poured thousands into Easy's career. Studio time, promotions, personal styling, the works. Now, she was allegedly considering suing him for emotional damages and breach of trust. Legal footing? Slim. But the report came with receipts. Blurry screenshots of supposed contracts with Remy's signature blurred out. Real? Probably not. In gossip, blurry pixels are gospel. And then came the bombshell. Easy didn't just dump Remy Ma on a whim, he was allegedly paid to. One blog insisted they had documents proving a rival label handed him a fat check to humiliate her publicly, tarnishing her credibility and sparking industry chaos. Who orchestrated it? Theories floated from nameless executives to old enemies from Remy's past. But the idea alone was combustible. Maybe Easy wasn't reckless. Maybe he was a pawn. This theory ignited YouTube commentary channels, with self-proclaimed insiders claiming it was bigger than Easy. This was an orchestrated takedown of Remy Ma, and 50 Cent just blew the plan sky high with his reaction. Suddenly, the scandal wasn't just betrayal, it was conspiracy, sabotage, and full-blown industry warfare. And through all this, Remy Ma's silence was deafening. No posts, no comments, no clapbacks. For someone famous for sharp bars and battle-hardened tongue, her quiet screamed louder than any diss. Fans debated endlessly. Some claimed dignity. She was taking the high road. Others whispered guilt, proof the rumors about her and Easy being more than professional were true. But in this game, silence doesn't shield you. It hands control of the story to everyone else. Meanwhile, 50 Cent leaned fully into the chaos. He posted a photo of a chessboard captioned, "Play stupid games, win stupid prizes." Fans went wild. Was he calling out Easy? Hinting at a larger scheme? Every post was dissected like scripture, every cryptic message inflating the scandal. By now, mainstream media had caught fire. Entertainment Tonight, Complex, The Shade Room, all running with it. Even late-night hosts couldn't resist. One joked, "You know it's bad when 50 Cent loses control. Normally he makes everyone else lose it." The scandal had officially jumped from hip-hop blogs to global pop culture, and the fallout was real. Promoters allegedly dropped Easy from shows, citing respect for the culture. One endorsement reportedly vanished overnight. Worst of all, fans started questioning Remy Ma's marriage to Papoose. Was it already shaky? Did this chaos prove the rumors true? Blogs plastered headlines like, "Remy Ma's loyalty questioned." And can her marriage survive this? Every unanswered question was another stab at her reputation. And just when you thought the mess had peaked, another exclusive leak surfaced. A supposed text exchange between Papoose and 50 Cent. In it, Papoose allegedly thanked 50 for standing up for my wife, but warned him to stay in your lane. Real? Almost certainly fake. But the idea of tension between 50 and Pap was irresistible, and fans devoured it like candy. The scandal had become a runaway train, unstoppable. Careers teetered, reputations teetered on life support, and alliances that once seemed ironclad now looked ready to crumble under betrayal, humiliation, and public fury. When whispers of lawsuits hit the mix, you know entertainment has morphed into pure destruction, and that's exactly where this story headed. By the time the stage smoke cleared and memes slowed online, the words lawsuit, sabotage, and investigation were already tagged to Easy, Remy Ma, and 50 Cent. Let's start with Easy, the so-called block captain, now looking more like the captain of a sinking ship. According to fake leaked filings, Remy Ma's team was allegedly preparing a lawsuit against him. The claims? Emotional distress, reputational damage, and breach of professional loyalty. What does that even mean? Nobody knew. But one thing was certain, Remy's team wanted blood, and if they couldn't get it on stage, they were coming for it in court. Meanwhile, 50 Cent wasn't just sitting back. Rumors flew that 50 Cent had assembled his own legal team, this time ready to threaten Easy with defamation. One so-called insider told a blog, 50 doesn't care about money, he just wants to drag him through the mud. Another claimed 50 had already called industry heavyweights to make sure Easy's phone would never ring again. And honestly, fans bought it, because if there's one thing 50 is notorious for, it's making enemies vanish, career-wise at least. And Remy Ma? She was in the trickiest spot of all. On one hand, she was the victim, humiliated, dumped publicly like a disposable prop. On the other, her silence was starting to read as guilt. Industry whispers speculated she feared what more Easy might reveal if pushed. One rumor even claimed Easy had another secret video or voice note that could destroy her marriage to Papoose once and for all. Real? Maybe not, but the mere threat kept fans glued to the chaos. The fallout was savage. Sponsors pulled out, promoters distanced themselves, blogs branded Easy unbookable. One promoter allegedly said, "If 50 Cent is against him, nobody in this business will touch him, period." One man's fury had turned Easy from rising star to radioactive waste in mere days. Remy Ma's fallout wasn't any gentler. Headlines screamed, "Remy Ma's judgment questioned, and was loyalty to Easy a fatal mistake?" Industry whispers suggested she might not be as sharp as once thought. Maybe personal feelings had clouded her professional judgment. And worst of all, fans began side-eyeing her marriage to Papoose. Every silence, every no comment became proof something was off at home. And 50, he came out of this scandal the way he always does, smirking, untouchable, stronger than ever. His cryptic Instagram posts kept coming. A gavel captioned, "Coming soon." A blurry shot of Remy Ma and Easy side by side, tagged checkmate. Fans devoured every pixel. He wasn't just part of the scandal, and he was directing it, controlling it, weaponizing it like only 50 Cent could. But the fallout went deeper. Some blogs claimed government eyes were now on the drama. Why? Rumors of sabotage payments had surfaced. Remember the theory that a rival label paid Easy to dump Remy Ma? One report suggested investigators were treating it as potential fraud or bribery. Feds chasing a gossip-fueled beef? Absurd. But the headline alone elevated the scandal from messy to monumental. And the fans? They wrote the final chapter. On TikTok, viral edits cast Remy Ma as the betrayed queen, Easy as the ungrateful villain, and 50 Cent as the avenger of loyalty. On Twitter, debates raged. Was Easy reckless or brave? Did Remy set herself up? Did 50 overreact or defend properly? Opinions split, but obsession united. Everyone wanted a piece of the chaos, even if facts got twisted. By week's end, Easy's career hung by a thread. Remy Ma's credibility teetered. And 50 Cent? He emerged bigger, louder, more feared than ever. But here's the cruel twist. Scandals don't just ruin careers, they rewrite legacies. From now on, Easy wouldn't be remembered for his bars, battles, or grind. He'd be the man who dumped Remy Ma publicly and incurred 50 Cent's wrath. Remy wouldn't be remembered for resilience, hits, or comebacks. She'd be the mentor who tied herself to the wrong project and paid the ultimate price. And 50? He'd once again be remembered as the man who thrives in chaos, the overlord who always wins no matter how messy the battlefield. And here's the brutal truth. This wasn't just a scandal, it was a seismic shift. Careers ended, reputations shattered, trust obliterated, and the hip-hop world was reminded that loyalty is fragile, betrayal is permanent, and when 50 Cent loses control, everyone else loses exponentially more. As the curtains closed on this saga, the unanswered questions burned brighter than any answers. Did Easy really act alone, or was he paid to sabotage Remy Ma? Did 50 defend her out of loyalty, or was he seizing another chance to dominate the narrative? Will Remy ever recover from this humiliation, or is her legacy forever tied to the night? Her protege set her ablaze and 50 Cent poured gasoline? One thing is certain. The headlines may fade, but the scars will never fade from hip-hop's memory. Here we are. A stage-turned war zone. A protege who thought he was clever dumping his mentor in public, a legend humiliated, and a titan who lost his cool, yet emerged more powerful than ever. This isn't just gossip. It's the anatomy of betrayal, the cost of loyalty, and the savage reality of what happens when hip-hop egos collide under the spotlight. But the bigger question isn't about Easy, Remy Ma, or 50 Cent. The real question is about the culture itself. How many more times will loyalty be traded for clout? How many more proteges will bite the hand that fed them? And how many more explosions before people finally grasp that, in hip-hop, betrayal doesn't just cost relationships, it destroys legacies? Now it's your turn. Was Easy justified in Breaking free from Remy Ma? Or did he just torch the only bridge that mattered? Was 50 Cent defending the code, or simply scoring another viral headline for his collection? And can Remy bounce back from this? Or is her credibility permanently shattered? Drop your thoughts below, because trust me, this debate isn't going anywhere. The receipts are out, the opinions are loud, and the truth, buried somewhere deep under the chaos,